Welcome back to Playmaker OT with the Morris twins. I'm Markieff Morris. It's my guy over here, Markieff Morris, coming to y'all for a recap of Game 6, Indiana versus OKC.
Cooker.
Stanky.
They stunk it, didn't they?
Stanky.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
They act like they ain't really want to play.
I wasn't even surprised.
No.
Like, I'm not even surprised that they look like they got their ass beat. I'm not even surprised.
Yeah.
That's the finals. Like that's the shit I've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When I talk about just great teams again, like even if you away, you're not getting spanked like that.
Not about no dub.
The energy not gonna be that different. Like like from the beginning of the game, I like they got a couple baskets early. I think it was 6-2, and I was like, all right, I like okay.
Yeah, they got up like 9-10-2.
Yeah, I like their energy. Like they might be able to close them out, but Indiana, the home court, like is really a big factor in it.
You know what? It didn't really get bad until like the second quarter. I remember watching the second quarter. It was 34-33, and I was like, all right, it's a good pace. Nobody really scoring, right? And it was 9 minutes left in the game. By the time it was halftime, it was 64. OKC only scored 9 more points. They wanted a 30-9 run.
Right.
Cracked the game wide open.
Right.
There's
What you
nothing
think? Like two things that stick out to me the most was when I watch these games in the finals is whoever home, that's who bench play the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. No. You know what? Game 4. Yeah.
Well,
it was just Ace Alex Caruso. He had a dub game 4. Nobody else did nothing.
On the road?
On the road, yeah. When they won that game, yeah.
Yeah, have a dub. But as far as like just aggressiveness, just like you can just see the difference.
That was the key.
It's
like one of the keys.
Is that game 6? Is that like a game 6? Like I don't remember any game 6s just being like
blowouts,
complete domination. You know what I'm saying? Like you can win 8-9, but just like we setting our starters in the fourth.
Type.
Yeah, that's different. Like
that's different.
I like hoop, and I know like everybody just keeps saying they good teams, or how can you not call a team great when they had that impact throughout the regular season? But multiple times in the playoffs they've been getting beat by 40, 30, 40. Yeah. Like that's I mean,
what was the last great team that was spanked like that? Huh?
None. Yeah. None. You talking about great teams? The Bulls, Golden State. They might lose. Don't get it twisted. They might lose, but I'm talking about like just getting dominated to where like the energy just different.
Yeah.
Like OKC energy, I just didn't feel it. Like I was like, this one going.
It started off with some, like you said.
But if I'm Indiana, and I ask you this question first, if I'm Indiana, seeing this game, right? Like, how much confidence do you think, like being in the locker room, how much confidence do you think they have?
I think they always thought they had. I think their confidence always been high every single game. Like I don't think they go into no game knowing like they might lose this game.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Especially like last game is an exception because Hollywood got hurt, so it looked different. This game, he was out there. He looked way better than what he looked last game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being able to get downhill to make plays for other people, like even to create his own shot. Like I didn't see that in Game 5 at all. He couldn't do that at all in Game 5.
Yeah, it was
really shit. He ain't been doing. Other than what was that Game 3 at home when he went off. He ain't been going like how he was even going tonight. Like he was creating a shot tonight. Yeah.
What I would say, like I was saying, he if he gonna be out there, I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
Like if he gonna hoop, he was hooping.
Yeah,
he was like, all right, well, whatever happens is gonna happen. I'm gonna like shoot my shot at it, and if I'm not gonna do nothing, I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, that must have been like a
conversation.
The lowest, huh?
That must have been a conversation in life.
Yeah, true. But it must have been too like a low grade calf sprain. His way Ray Brown was moving. He was looking like himself. He wasn't looking like he had no type of
anything.
Effect. Yeah, at all.
I said the same thing. I'm like, shit. Well,
I would have never talked about his calf.
Yeah,
if I know he was gonna look like that. Damn.
Right. I see you when you was on First Take. You was saying like he shouldn't play. Right?
He shouldn't play if his shit was going. You know what I mean? It was good. But the way he looked tonight, no way. But you know how it go, man. Shit.
Yeah. You get them. You get a pill. You get a little shot. You might feel like nothing ever happened, right?
Cat.
Until the game over, and that should be hurting like a motherfucker. Another thing I would say, a player that we like half the spotlight has been playing. I feel like Dog been playing well for a while now. Like Obi Toppin, I feel like Dog been playing for a while. He been playing really well. Like
I never like he for sure, and he continues to get better every year, right? I just never knew why the Knicks traded him.
Right, for real.
I just couldn't understand why. Like
fit.
I thought he fit good too. Like I thought he's a good player, growing player. He super athletic, play hard, can shoot the three now a lot better than what he could before. But he gradually was getting better. I'm like, why would y'all trade him for? Like,
that ain't make sense. But you know how that go.
Yeah, he over there flourishing.
And when they did make that trade, I said the same shit. I'm like, yeah, he could really play. I ain't think that was, they probably undervalued him.
Yeah, or you know how it be in these organizations and shit. When you ain't there, you don't really know what's going on.
Right,
you know
real shit. That's half the organizations in the league. Listen, if the Pacers win, let's just say the Pacers win Game 7 of the champions, who's the Finals MVP?
If the Pacers win, and he plays like he he has been playing these last couple games.
Yeah,
I'm going with T.J. McConnell, man.
Fuck out of here. Hey, but not get.
I'm going to T.J. fucking McConnell.
Hey, but not get T.J.
He single-handedly is winning these games for these boys.
He said he had the loudest 12 in
the
NBA.
Loudest 12 in NBA history. Every time he scores, like, damn, he cooking, bro.
Hell no.
He getting MVP because ain't none of these boys doing nothing crazy.
He said MVP.
Listen to me. Stop. Who doing something crazy out there? Nobody doing nothing. Listen, it's a collective.
It's definitely
But you talk about impact on the game. Like, yeah, guys is scoring. Yeah, guys is making shots. But impact on the game, he's making the biggest impact on the game. When Indiana is coming back, or anything that's going on with Indiana in all the games, his impact has been crazy. It's
MVP.
definitely
no conversation.
Option.
That nigga better not walk up there.
There's no conversation. Tell me why it's not a conversation.
Trying to say he was like Iggy with the hell.
Tell me why it's not a conversation though. Just tell me why.
All right, so look, Siakam has 16.
Well, I'm not talking. You can't talk about points because the 28 is the only one. All right, go ahead.
I said he had 16. He had. Let's start from the bottom. He had 19, 15, 21, 20, 28, 16.
Okay.
Let's see.
That's good. That's good numbers.
That's good enough to win you the MVP because that's the best numbers that's right now.
I guess.
Nobody else.
Yes.
If you look at Hollenberg's number, I don't even really want to say, but if you look at his, he has 17, 22, 18, 4, and 14.
I ain't getting MVP.
Yeah, so it's got to be what?
Go to TJ.
Come on. You know he ain't going to have nothing like that, but his impact has been
crazy. Go ahead.
Crazy, bro. I'm going to say it anyway. Hold on, let me take a second. His impact, 9, 11, 10, 8, 18, and 12.
What you mean, bro? So if it's not Siakam, then it
don't have to be Siakam.
No, I'm saying if it wasn't Siakam, then who would it be?
Nimhard or
what?
I'm giving it to Obi Top before I give it to bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Before you get, bro, no, stop. Please stop.
So TJ McConnell.
I'm just saying, bro. You just can't say like it's not a argument, bro. It's an argument.
I don't think nobody would be like, yeah, like TJ.
You right. It probably is right about that, but
yeah. I just asked you think it was going to get it. You said TJ McConnell.
He could get it. If he get 18 next game, he get
a nod.
18.
He get a good nod.
He getting a nod to get that joint. You crazy.
Stop. If he get 18, on everybody else, that means somebody else got to get around that for them to win.
No, not really.
Well, whoever I think going to win, I think Siakam will win.
Yeah, I mean, if they win, Siakam has to win.
He has
it's not going to be Hollenberg
because Hollenberg's not going to win.
He had a couple bad games,
and none of them really had like crazy games. That's what I'm saying. It's like
that's why I'm saying it's a toss up.
No. But he didn't. He played well, and he came and he changed the game every single time.
Every single time he stepped in the game,
well.
The impact, right?
Yeah, it's impact
numbers.
But if you look at who they think probably gonna give it to, I would say Siakam.
Yeah.
Just so say OKC win, who they give it to? You think?
Shai. I mean, he kind of opened the door a little bit to be able for Jalen Williams to be able to get to do something now. Like
with
them
16,
getting
having
blown-
16
yeah, having
today.
16 for sure.
No, Shea had 21. Jalen Williams had 16.
I mean, it
Same.
really was, it's a
same
throwaway game, but I think the door is opened a little bit. Like I said, if you go for 40, and, you know, his impact on the game was a little bit higher than Shea's, he has a chance, but I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
too. I doubt it too. You know, they set their starters obviously the whole fourth. Did you agree with that? If you OKC,
Yeah, they won't give him shit anyway.
right?
Yeah, fuck it, toss it.
I would have. No cap. I'd have kept Holmgren out there a little bit longer.
Kind of catch your rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, try to give him a little rhythm. Even though they all play better at home, which has just been the thing in the playoffs. But I think I would have left him out there a little bit long. I might have left Lou Dort out there a little bit longer, just to maybe shoot some threes to catch a rhythm as well. Even though they're not coming back to Indiana, so it really probably don't matter. And if you ain't got no rhythm by now, shit, you might not. You know what I mean? You might not even be able to suit up next game or even step on that court if you try and build a rhythm.
Yeah.
In game 6 for game 7. But if I'm Indiana, I got a lot of confidence right now. Even though I know it don't waver, but
they
like,
beat the shit out of them.
Whenever you just really like out physical, like they really just out physical, like was to all the loose balls. And the crazy part is they defended the shit out of them, and that was the difference. Like that, we haven't really seen them. They held them to 91 points. So your starters don't play the fourth. Like we defended, and that's not what Indiana does. But when you play against somebody over and over, people understand that. You start learning the tendencies. The refs start letting a lot of this shit go. But now you go back to OKC game 7, and I'm not sure if like it's gonna be as physical as previous games.
It's going to be a good one, but, you know, just the home court advantage and OKC not losing back-to-back games. You know, I was on the team that night and lose back-to-back games, and, you know, we won a chip that year, too. So that's kind of like a thing for real. Like, but, you know, anything's possible.
Game 7. I felt like it was going to be 7 games, though. I felt like if I had Pacers winning in 6.
You did.
I had Pacers winning in 6, so that, you know.
I had OKC in 6.
Yeah.
It started off. I had OKC tonight, though. I mean, I had Indiana tonight. Yeah.
Even if Island Break played, I kind of just felt like the crowd, how OKC been looking on, you know what I mean, away.
Bro.
Like if they got an early lead or got some like early juice and dudes was like really playing well.
All they didn't have to do was turn the ball over. They didn't turn the ball over. They took care of the ball. That was one of my main things. They took care of the ball. You know, I was on the first take, John. And you know, we watching that shit on TV all the time when everybody take the same team and motherfucker be the only one that take a different team.
Yeah.
I was on it today and I took the Pacers. Everybody else thought it was over with OKC. And I was like, damn, that's the same shit they be doing on football. You know, that's when you bet on them right there. Yeah, that's the one.
Gotta
watch that one, right?
21 turnovers for OKC then. That was the opposite way because OKC was the one really turning the ball over then.
Yeah.
21
just
turnovers.
Was it was a lot of Jalen Williams, a lot of Shea, and then nothing to nobody else.
Nobody else
wasn't doing shit.
Right. I wasn't really surprised, but like they haven't really been doing much on the road anyway. Like them two literally been single-handedly like back and forth, kind of, you know what I mean, carrying, and then you get Caruso that really been playing out his mind on the offensive end. I feel like, you know, that's the best thing about having like a vet, a guy that know how to turn it on and basically like step into whatever role it is, you know, that they need. But you know, just a couple questions. They got who needs to step up in Game 7. I think that's like evident that Chet has to play well.
Has to play well, right? But he normally play well at home.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where you kind of
do what you've been doing.
Right, do what you've been doing.
I think also it's the bench too. Like, you know, like even though like is the main person in the I think the bench has to play well. Like they look crazy at home. They look like shit on the road. So like you said, if he continue having the same trend as it been having, the series been having, then OKC is going to play well at home. The bench is going to play well.
Right. Which point guard would you rather have leading you in Game 7? Ollie Burton or Shea?
That's a great one.
It is.
Where we playing at?
No matter.
Obviously OKC. I'm taking Shea. The fuck?
Yeah. Got to, right?
If we playing the Indy,
Still taking Shea.
Taking Shea.
Yeah, only because the way he scored the ball, I'm with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you need to calm it down, you need a bucket. But in Indy, if we just talking about pure
Point guard,
this player,
it's hard not to take Shea.
You kind of got to.
But
right?
you know what? I'm glad you said that, man. I fucking love watching Indiana play, bro.
Right.
Like that is like the ideal team to be a
man,
part of, bro.
what?
Like that shit is crazy. Like you never see basketball like that no more, bro. Like that shit is so much fun to watch. Like
Right, exactly.
that's the most exciting thing about the series. I would think like even though Shea, you know, they got great talents. Like, you know what I'm saying. The game is predicated around being one-on-ones. Like, you know what I'm saying. Now you finally get to see, like, even though they play some one-on-one, but you get to see the ball go from player to player, and actually everybody get to take their shot. Like you never really see that. You see guys you on team take 1 or 2 shots. I've been on team fucking last 5 years. You taking 1 or 2 shots a game. It's like I gotta pray on these Jones. Like
it has to go in. Right. Like,
Indy is like it don't matter who you is, you gonna get a shot. If you open, you getting a shot no matter what. Like
right. That's why I like the Indy
love,
in the beginning. That's why I liked the Indy when I watched them when we talked about who you liked in the finals, because I just felt like they kind of serve like not even serve they do differently than a lot of the teams in the NBA.
Every team
every team is play with a lot of speed. Get the ball out every time, you know, a miss or made basket, and all 5 guys can do something with the ball and get an opportunity to do something with the ball. And I think that's the biggest part from what you said.
Bro. I watched them today get a couple steals and the ball not even touch the ground. That shit was just like up, over, back, triple.
Just passing. Like TJ McConnell do a real good job with that shit too.
Holly do a great job with that shit too.
Just pass it to somebody just to get it back.
Right.
And keep the ball moving.
Obi
fitted real well. Obi.
I wonder if they saying that type of shit like in they shit like touches, like, you know what I'm saying, like get the ball. If you get 6, 7, 8, if you get 9 touches a possession, like it result in this type of number. They gotta be using that type of shit. I would think they would
probably be saying if you get it from side to side, maybe on the 3rd or 4th side.
Yeah.
4th time, that's when somebody can.
But that's older school type. You know what I mean? The Rick 2nd and 3rd side, yeah.
Rick Carlisle is the coach, so you know he played that. And it's crazy when I always talk about is like he identified like who he knew could fit the system.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like he really went and got certain pieces and guys and drafting that just like made him fit his system. It's like how you kind of said it's that Dan Anthony when he was in Phoenix, but they played a lot more defense. Right. Like it's not just
kind of was like that. The same
during the regular season, it's like I'm gonna just outscore you.
Right.
And we see how it go from there. It's track meet, first team to get tired or whatever.
And them motherfuckers don't get tired.
And that's the same. I don't know. I was wondering this because it's been a few times I've been watching. Do you feel like Shea a little tired? They picking him up. I feel like up every time he pick the ball up.
I feel like
I'm gonna bring the ball up.
It's not that. Yeah, he tired. He tired. I mean, obviously it's the finals, but it's how Indiana look.
Right.
So when it's like a comparison of that, it looked like he fucking tired because of how fast they play. Like nobody stops and like they nonstop running. Like I swear, I don't think I've ever seen a team like other than like you said the D'Antoni team that played this fast. Like that shit be up the floor. 1, 2, 3 passes layup
and heavy transition.
A missile make.
Real shit.
It scored on out. We gone. Siakam be up the floor.
I had a play. I think it was closer to the end of the half when fucking Siakam banged on Jalen.
Oh my
Williams.
God, that shit was that was the possession.
Right.
That was a possession when he get the steal, he throw it up to Holly throw it back, and he get him for the finish.
Yeah, that shit was nasty.
That shit was nasty.
Yeah, that shit was nasty. But that's just telling you how much pace they play with, right? Like, if they can get turnovers, they're going to convert on the turnovers. That's one of them teams where if they turn you over and they playing fast like that, you in for a long fucking night.
In the first half, they had 15 more shot attempts than
I think they ended up with 21 or 22 turnovers.
Yeah.
OKC did.
Yeah.
You never really see that. Like, I'm just like, Is it the travel? Is it getting towards it? You know what I mean? To where it's like, all right, we got a couple games.
A little tough, but they're young too. Like, you know what I mean? Indy was in the Eastern Conference Finals last year, so they kind of already like, you know what I'm saying? You already got that feel.
Yeah.
Of playing super late in the season.
Right. Let's talk about. I see we got this shit on the screen. Let's talk about we get some fan reactions, but let's talk about T.J. McConnell, man, because we was in the league when he got in the league, and he continued to grow throughout his time there, and like now seeing him now, like he actually got better, a lot better. Like how we seen him, so he was good when we was watching. When I used to just be like,
man, he not shit. I used to always say that all the time, but he used to always bust motherfuckers' ass.
Yeah, he did.
I used to always say that, like he not that good, but then he be scoring. Like I be like, well, he got to be good. And he talk shit to you. Like he a good dude. Like I like him a lot. Like even on the court, you know what I'm saying? Like
he definitely talk.
Always respectfully talk shit, which I love. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
it ain't no disrespect.
And in his game, like he just getting better.
Right.
But he been in the league for a while too. Like I've told you, been playing this year, the game is getting easier.
Yeah,
for older players, you could pick your spots a lot easier than what you could back when we was a little bit younger. You know what I'm saying? And he's out there doing that. He fucking cooking.
Right.
Trying to tell you, his impact is stupid. He getting them
for real.
Still, as soon as he get in the game, bro, that shit is.
That's a real thing. Hey, we had one from Robert. You want to see that Robert Griffin one? The fan reactions. He said the ratings for this NBA Finals may be the lowest in a while, but the high-level basketball is being played by Oklahoma City and Indiana has been beautiful to watch. I wish these two small market teams would get the love and appreciation they deserve.
No bullshit.
Yeah. It's been beautiful to watch? I don't know if I would say that. Like, this shit hasn't been beautiful to watch, bro. Like, I don't like when you have the discrepancy of when somebody's shit on the road and then home. Like, that's not beautiful. Like, I mean, I guess I feel like I could be harsh on it, but I'm watching the nigga Stephen A. Shout out to Stephen A. This nigga was playing spades or some shit. What was he doing? Solitary during the game. And I'm saying to myself, nigga, I probably would have been playing solitary too if I'm at this shit or gambling or some shit, looking at baseball and figuring that shit out. And I'm not even saying it because I don't watch it, but this shit like I like Indiana.
What it is?
The style of the game.
I think it's a storyline. I think it's a storyline thing we was talking about. Like
inconsistent.
Yeah, it is inconsistent.
Very inconsistent. I don't like that. I don't like to see like these players are really good, and it's not to knock them, but if you talk about like in the past or like just good players and veteran players in general, the drop off from like games is just too much for me. Like I like Aaron Wiggins, really good player, really young player, getting better. This nigga had 20, then he had 0, then he had 20 or 10, then he had 0. Like I just don't understand that. Like,
that's the playoffs though.
Is it?
Now
is that it? Yeah, I'm saying, is it the playoffs though?
No, but back again to what we saying, like they're not dominant teams. Like
you know how niggas have bad game 7s, or you be like, man, that nigga during game 7 or game 6 or when it's on the line, he just don't play well, right? Like that's one game. We're not saying nigga when that nigga go to a different city or when he go touch that, he don't play well. Like I don't like that.
Right.
That's like you kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like basketball is basketball.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's not to knock him or say like he can't play on the road. It's just the inconsistencies. I just don't really like that. But that's going back to when I said it's not no great teams.
Right.
Like great teams is just not. You know what I'm saying? They're just not doing that. So Robert Griffin, I don't really agree with the fuck he talking about. Beautiful. Shit not beautiful. I'm fucking turn the ball over 20-some times. Fucking they just throwing the ball away. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they the best two teams because they there, but like in reality, I see a lot of undisciplined. Let's ask this question because I wanted to ask you this before we put this up there. We was talking about Shea, right? And we was like, and remember we was talking to Lark, and I asked Lark, if Shea wins, if OKC wins and Shea get MVP, right? Yeah. Is he the best player in the NBA?
He was the best player this year.
Was he?
Yeah.
Or was like
the best player? He was the best player on the best team.
Okay, so
on the best record team.
I'm talking. All right, so now, so yes, he got the MVP. So I'm talking about now, right? We go into next season.
Right.
Who was the best player to start the next season? Is Shea the best player to start the next season?
No, Joker is the best player.
Is Shea top 5 or top 3? He not top 3. Is he top 5? Is this just a
He
real
definitely
question?
top 5.
Is this a real question?
He definitely top 5.
Okay, so who would be the top 5? It has to be him. He has to be in top 5 because he got
Man, he
MVP
averaged
last
30
year.
last 3
He
years.
averaged- he
Yeah,
averaged 30,
and MVP.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, okay, so Shea or Luka?
Luka.
Shea, you already said big fella, right?
Yeah.
Shea or Giannis?
Giannis.
That's 3. Shea or Steph Curry? That's what I'm saying. So I'm not even about to go down the line and keep going because it's like that's not no knock to him. He's a really good player, but I'm just saying, like, is he the MVP of next year? I mean, is he the best player in the NBA?
I say he wasn't the best. He had the best year.
Huh?
He had the best year. He's not the best player.
Scoring, right? Statistically,
Yeah, he had the best year on the best team.
And Edwards or Shea?
And Edwards.
Yeah, nigga. So that's what I'm saying. Like
top 10.
I just had top 5. You like for sure he top 5. I just named out 5, and Brian not even on that list.
Right.
It's a couple other niggas that's not even on that list. KD not even on that list. Like,
yeah. I mean, like I said, I think he had the MVP is the best player on the best team majority of the times.
But normally, right?
Or you just got like you just averaging just like this crazy amount of everything.
But is that all? Like, is that normal that the MVP or the guy that like, all right, because normally like you had the MVP of the league and then he get more than likely he gets the MVP if they win the finals, right?
Right.
Like Joker.
Yeah.
He won it. Boom. He got it. Right. Who won last year? Boston. And they gave it to fucking Jaylen Brown, which I didn't agree with. Still. I still feel like if you lead your team in all statistical categories, how the fuck you don't get MVP?
That's the shit I'm trying to say about McConnell.
Yeah, but that was different.
You're right.
It's very different. And who before that? Like even when Steph, I don't know if
Iggy.
Yeah, but KD got it that one time.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, KD deserved it. Shit, Iggy kind of deserved it, but not over Steph that year.
Right. So that question is the answer. So because he won MVP, and he's 27 or whatever, and if they do win, he's gonna get MVP.
Yeah.
Of the finals. But
he's the first person to be unanimous, since Shaq.
Yeah.
MVP, scoring champion, MVP of the finals.
Right. But when he was it was only him and Shaq.
No, it's the last person since Shaq.
When Shaq was Shaq the best player in the league?
Yeah.
So what SGA did it?
Shaq was the best. He was fucking dominant. It was 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they won their first shit.
So that answers the question. I don't want to go back on it, but even if he win MVP or they win the chip, he won't go into next season as a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, you're right. You made the case, but some people will take him over Luka though.
No, I don't know about that.
Some,
but then will some people take Ant Edwards because main man said SGA, and I'm like, they do the same. It's kind of the same. I'm like, it's not the same because SGA like figured out how to get fouled. Like he figured out how to get fouled. So like half the game, and this don't take away from his game, which is smart. You know what I'm saying? It's very smart, but the nigga know how to get fouled. If you breathe on him, you know how to get fouled.
It's
12 a game.
To me, it's like the same type like a year. It
wasn't like H, man.
Excuse me. Yes, it was like H.
It was like Harden. It was the same way.
It was the same way. Harden won MVP years and was scoring champion. He wasn't the best player.
But it was and during them time, there was 2 months where that nigga had 50 every game though.
Well, he averaging 33. Harden highest year is 35.
Yeah.
He's shooting mid-range jumpers, so it's actually harder.
Is it?
Yeah. Because they was threes and lays.
Yeah, but H shit was harder.
Why?
Because he was shooting all threes. He wasn't shooting.
Yeah, there's no in between game, so it was just threes and lays. He getting threes, mids,
barely not that many threes.
Yeah, not that many threes. That's what makes it harder because he getting the twos to get the score. The average 33.
Right.
He only get 9 free throws a game. Like they acting like he be shooting like
You shoot a
like a
ton.
zillion.
I think you shoot 11.
Yeah. I think the Harden was up there with 12, 13.
Right. A game.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. We got another one. They said this don't have shit to do with the finals, but this is basically what we just said. Shit, we already answered this question, right?
Yeah, it shit.
Start bench cut. We just gonna say it anyway. Start bench cut. Shea, Luka, and
I'm starting Luke
over Ant.
L, yeah.
I'm going Ant.
Go ahead.
I'm only going Ant because of the way he play both sides. So like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Over Luke, you don't think so? Is it that? But
that's
why?
What you said that you like the both sides. I just like the game.
I like both sides, but then I like the nigga look like Mike half the time.
Mm-hmm.
He playing like that's probably what I like.
And I like Luka because he don't look like Mike, and he be frying motherfuckers like walking through the game.
But he can't defend nobody.
It's cool. Everybody can't defend. I seen fucking Kai tear Ant ass up. He don't defend everybody, huh?
That's Kyrie though.
No, I ain't saying that, but when you talk about defend, like you can try. Like it's not mean you're gonna stop everybody.
Right.
That's the same thing as not playing defense. Getting cooked is the same thing as not playing defense. You trying hard as shit, yeah. We see you, but you still getting your ass busted.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah,
but it's only a
I'm not taking it away from.
Only gonna be a great talent. I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Cause I'm talking about cause you put anybody that can get past him, they getting past him.
Not all the time.
Shitting me.
A lot.
A ton.
Not all the time.
He's not even going to defend. He's just going. It's gonna be a whole lay, or his first move gonna be right there, boom, and then it
bump. He gonna take the bump.
He could do something else. It might get there, but and that's crazy. See how we just said that though? He's saying this nigga the MVP of the league. Nigga saying, you know what I'm saying?
What?
You asked him start, cut, a bench. We both said, you know what I'm saying?
Because he having the best year.
But
I don't mean he the best player. That shit happens. Sometimes you don't
win MVP.
The best
like
players.
That shit hard. Niggas don't just win MVP though.
Yeah, he deserved it. Yeah. Because he had the best year.
Yeah, how is we having a conversation?
Because he's not the best player. He has the best year. He had the best year. That's what I'm saying. Like you got the best year with the best team.
But if you put any other nigga that win MVP that year,
you
got 2 other niggas on the list with him about start, bench, cut. The nigga that's the MVP.
The first year that Joker won MVP, he wasn't the best player.
He wasn't?
He's the best player in the league at the time, no. He just had the best year.
Or his team was number 1 too.
Yeah. And that counts. That always counts. The best player on the best team get MVP. His first year he won MVP. He wasn't the best. He wasn't the best player in the league. He had the best year though.
Right.
So it happens like that. Like nobody, majority of the league not gonna say that Shea's the best player. Like,
right.
You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
Even out of a respect thing, they not even gonna say that. Like they gonna say KD better
score and shit like that.
Yeah. You know, shit like that. Play into it.
We got another fan question. What's the mentality going into Game 7?
Do or die. Leaving here with something.
Right.
I've been in Game 7 and fucking lost, so shit.
Game 7 shit crazy. I ain't never been to the finals, but I think I've been in 1 Game 7 maybe. Or I've been in 2.
7, not a Game 7 in the finals.
I've been in 2 Game 7s. I was a game away from the finals in Boston. We went like 2 for 20 something on threes.
After y'all was up like 18.
We was up 18, yeah.
I remember this.
Youngest shit, JT, rookie, Jaylen Brown, I think it was his second year.
Yeah.
We had a young team. Kyle was hurt. Gordon Hayward was hurt. Yeah. That Game 7 shit, that's a whole different ball game. I remember like just getting ready for that shit. It's like you damn near be so amped up, but I like again, that's the same shit I'm seeing. Like I ain't really even seeing that when I'm watching these games. Like I ain't seen. They got on the ground a little bit, but it's only like a certain players I feel like that's like Caruso, that's gonna run through a wall, do whatever it take. You know what I'm saying?
You know, he been around though.
He been around, right?
Yeah.
Hargenstein, I feel like he playing there hard. But what's the mentality? Shit, if it was one thing that you can like identify that the Pacers need to do in Game 7 to possibly get itself the best chance, and if they do it really well, that they might have the best chance of winning, what would you think that would be?
Shit, the same thing we've been saying the entire time. No turnovers. Take care of the fucking ball. If you can not turn the ball over and get quality shots,
right?
Because they wasn't even getting quality shots tonight. They just was getting shots. Like, and eventually they was gonna make some.
They was playing better defense.
They was playing definitely playing
20,
better defense.
20 turnovers from another team. They getting out and they first of all
getting
they
out running. Yeah,
right.
Turn that bitch over. You win that turnover battle. That's the key.
Right.
You can get an OKC and not turn the ball over and just continue to because they're going to break defensively. Like,
right.
The thing is with OKC, them turning you over, but if you don't turn the ball over and the shot attempts is right there, you got a good chance of beating them.
Shot.
Yeah.
Well, flip side, if I'm Indiana, like if I could think one thing I would say probably that I would hang my hat on is if you can repeat, and that's obviously gonna be hard because it's a total different team that you play against when you see them in OKC. If you can repeat defensively what you did today or tonight, I think that would be like, you know what I mean, ideal. Just like they gave way more effort defensively. Yeah. Like this is probably the first time when I was like, damn, they actually a fucking really good defensive team. To the point where like it was really
they didn't let them just play like 1-on-1, like right, not 1-on-1 in the sense of like trapping them, but 1-on-1 in the sense of like when he get into his move. Are we gonna come and turn his back? Or are we gonna send a double team? Like that's the type of shit you got to do to him. I seen one time Obi Toppin let him like he faded to the left in the first quarter.
Yeah,
and he was right there and he moved out the way. I'm like, you gotta block that shit. Right. Fuck moving out the way. Like that's the type of shit that's gonna win the game.
Right.
And then after that, that's when they start doing that type of shit. But I honestly think like for real, bro. Like yeah, it was defense. It was definitely defense. OKC was careless, but that turnover shit means a whole lot for Indiana. If they could just get the attempts up, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to shoot terrible. Like, they got some guys that can make shots, and it's a ton of them.
Right.
If they can just get the attempts up and not turn the ball over, they'd be in good shape.
Right. But, again, too, I think my biggest thing is, and I'm going to just say for both sides, got to be the bench. Like, we've been saying, whatever bench plays well, that's the team that normally wins the game. Even if their starters don't play well, or guys that start, like normally whoever bench play well is going to be the team that win. This game you had Obi with 20, TJ with 12.
Yeah, everybody fucking played off the bench this game. Everybody got in that bitch.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like that made it like you really turned. Obi came in, got 2 back-to-back threes.
Yeah, in the first half they had 9 players. They said they had 9 players with 7 or more. So
like 6 or some shit like that.
Oh, it was three players on the bench had because Obi had 3. Then you had McConnell. Then you had
first half Obi had like 8, he had 6. I think he came in, hit 2 back-to-back threes.
2 back-to-back threes. Something might have hit 3 actually.
Something like that. Let's get these predictions because we ain't not about to sit and drag this game out because this was an ass whooping, as we both seen. But if Holly wins a championship, where does he rank all time as a PG? I'm gonna start off. That's hard to answer.
Shit. He got a lot more.
I think it's what he does next.
Does a Does a championship makes him like an all-time PG? No,
I don't think so.
He didn't play like great the entire series, so still got to play well.
If we ever had a series, I gotta just ask this question: did we ever had a series when the best player didn't play well?
Steph.
Curry? When
KD won MVP.
He didn't play well, or he
struggled.
He struggled, but I'm talking about like.
I seen the documentary. That's how I know him.
I'm talking about like this.
Like this.
To the point like nigga had 4 points one game.
But he was hurt though.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, that's tough. Wasn't hurt.
First game he had 5 going
into 4 and hit the game winner.
Right.
So that don't even.
But so I can't even answer like.
But he's a point guard though, so it ain't like. Remember we said how they like. Yeah, y'all need him to score, but his whole game not predicated off scoring like the other point guards are.
So where would you rank him? I can't even say.
He didn't even scratch him.
Yeah.
He young, still got a ton of like. Just because you win the championship don't mean you jump into the all time.
Yeah, for sure. It say, is SGA an all-time great, or was this a great season?
He will be one of the all-time greatest. One of them,
right?
Especially score.
Is it like you know how you talk about Westbrook, right? And you be like, Westbrook, like his intensity, his defense, like nigga was coming in every game, like you remember, you know what I'm saying? You be like, he's an all-time great because like just the way he played the game, and you know what I'm saying. So now, if you put that on SGA, you be like, he was all-time great because he could score the ball.
He can score that ball. He can score that bitch.
And if he win, it's kind of solidified.
Yeah, he can score that motherfucker. But
what if they don't win?
Shit, he's still gonna be eventually.
Just a great season. I'm just saying in general. What if he don't win?
He had a great season.
Yeah, but what if they don't win? Yeah.
Does it make him like an all-time great if he win the championship? I don't think so.
Still don't think so.
No,
that's a real thing. I really
a great season though.
Yawning and shit.
But it's a they've been talking about that shit lately though. Like Brian has said some shit about that. Like he think like players' careers kind of get overshadowed when they don't win. Like they put so much on winning, and I was like, yeah, I agree with that.
I definitely agree.
But you know, obviously championships means a lot. Like you know what I'm saying, and it changed you like the trajectory of your career. Like and put you
become a champion.
Yeah, and you put you in those different conversation.
Right.
It does do that, but I think it overshadows people's career. What?
It overshadows stars sometimes.
Yeah,
like the star niggas.
Oh yeah. It's only
the
them stars. It ain't nobody else.
Yeah, because a nigga could be a good role player and have 5 chips.
Yeah, Robert Horry.
Yeah, so Robert Horry better than you. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's similar to what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And I understood that.
It's a team game. Yeah, you fucking right. Like, nigga, you can't just put anybody on the court and just think you're going to win against good teams.
And I'm not the fucking GM or the president. So you got me, yeah, but then you got a bunch of fucking scrubs, or what they say, if you got a bunch of 6s, you know what I'm saying, 5.5s, what the fuck you want me to do with that? Like, now I got to be the wingman and got to take on all this shit by myself, right?
Yeah.
It's really like what it's coming down to.
Yeah, but that's I don't.
Yeah, but he's had great teams, and you know, but I understood what he said. He said the Pacers are the first team in NBA history to have 8 different players record 200 points in the postseason. It's impressive.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Impressive.
That's the part about why I enjoy watching. I enjoy watching them play because it's like, yo, you just don't know.
Right.
Like, who the fuck gonna cook today?
Like, before that shit started.
Huh?
You knew that before this series started, that it was gonna be a bunch of like moving the ball, bunch of, you know what I mean, evens, bunch of 17s.
They've been doing that shit the whole playoffs.
And 6s and 9s that was gonna add up to a lot. And I felt like that's the reason why I picked Indiana again, because I knew that was going to happen.
That's tough. I'm just watching them throughout the playoff. They are tough. Well, shit. Well, I played against them a fucking couple times.
Yeah, they tough. And
when I was with the Lakers, we beat the brakes off the motherfuckers. And then when I was with Dallas, they beat the brakes off us. I was just like, these motherfuckers don't stop running.
Which is crazy. Have we got any more fan questions? Well, we can start this video. Can the fans see this video?
Yeah, they can see it. You saw this video of
during the game.
Siakam before the game.
You got it. He getting his shit. He getting his shit going. He getting his shit going. He going to the top.
You need all that shit in the finals.
You need that shit, right? He going to the top.
Okay, he gonna be the
going
finals.
To the ancestors. Let me get that extra
juice.
And then he do some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? That shit added up.
He said high five who?
Ooh. That was nasty stuff. Steven Jackson.
High five. That was Stack Jack.
Yeah. Real.
No,
real him and Mike Epps.
Yeah, him, my OG Mike.
Yeah, that was nasty. That's gonna be the highlight they put up if they win, that's gonna be a highlight they always gonna show in Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dime and the no look, and he come back. Bless you, and he come back with the punch out. But yeah, I think Siakam's the catalyst, man. I think they win. I think
he get it. He get it.
He the MVP. It says another question we want to answer, or a prediction, whatever you may call it. Where does this OKC team rank amongst all-time great teams if they win?
They don't even say if they win.
I added that.
Yeah.
Because you can't say that if they don't fucking win.
Right.
You know, you can't even put them.
I think when it comes to record, yeah, it's high, but it's like
it's a season.
You got to match them up. It's just
it's one season.
Yeah, it's a season. It's a down year.
But if you say among great teams or all time great teams,
match them up against the teams.
That's them niggas been 5 times and maybe they got to the chip 3 times.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? In 5 seasons or some shit like that.
They was
like
called great, right? Even if you had the names, they wasn't called great.
Hell no. That's what my thing about is like how does like OKC is a good team, but they don't fare next season. To them teams. Like even with the other OKC, like with KD,
Westbrook, Harden,
man, they not better than that team.
No, they not better than that team.
Come on now, fuck no. They might play better defense. Yeah. I don't even know them because they had defensive player of the year in Ibaka. Like he was sending shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they just had to go. They just had to run up against. They was young as shit. They was running up against Marcus Gasol. They running up against a Dallas team. Like they was running up against OG San Antonio when they was young. See this OKC team running only outside of y'all. They ran up against all young teams, and then every team that was mature, Game 7.
Yeah.
Outside of y'all, every team mature they ran into was Game 7, which was Denver and now Orlando. So, first of all, and the one thing I will say, the spread on them winning was high as shit. Nobody even gave Indiana 7 games. Niggas were saying this shit was going to be over in 5 games, 6. Some said it might have been a sweep. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So for them to like
started, it was like, yeah, this shit going to 7.
Exactly, but for people to just talk about this season and make it seem like they would be like a on that list, I just don't. You know what I mean? We need like 3 years of this shit, something like that.
What we got after this? We got to wrap this joint up, dog.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. We getting close to 12. I think we got 2 more questions. We got any fan questions? They said, is SGA the best player on the best team going into? Well, we answered that. Is he the best player on the best team going into the next season?
Right. The best team is the team that win, right?
So they say.
I guess a good question.
It's a good question because you, like, are they the best team?
Because they the best record.
Yeah, but are they the best team going into next season? And you gotta think about it because niggas is gonna make some trades. Like they not gonna make no trades.
I just think with them like this, what it is with them is just like the names don't jump out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they get downplayed from just that. Like when you say OKC, then if you see like a KD, he goes somewhere like Minnesota, it's like instantly they're gonna be like Minnesota better.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying, just because of his name, right? Yeah. But they just had that crazy season.
Yeah.
But so it's like you know,
so is he the best player on the best team going into next season?
It's a young player league, man. I've been preaching this shit for a minute, man. They the best young team, right? And they playing against a ton of young teams. They know how to play against young teams, so they be beating the shit out of them all the time.
You gotta answer the question, pal.
Who?
You ain't answering the question.
Is he the best player?
Yeah.
On the best team going into next year.
That nigga danced around that joint 3 times, bro. You gonna answer?
Is he the best player?
Yeah, is he the best player on the best team going to next season?
If they win,
If they win?
Yeah.
So if they don't win?
Because he's coming off an MVP season.
But he's not the best player because I just asked you that.
On the best team. They threw that best team shit in there, so you get the best player. He got it. He on the best team if they win.
KD go to Minnesota in the summertime. He'd be the best player still on the best team.
They coming off a chip.
I'm just asking you that question.
I still like him over them.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
Last question on this one is, will the Pacers return to the finals next year?
It's a hard question.
These questions like the niggas was going to lose tonight. This the kind of questions we answering like shit like
shit was over, huh?
Like it was supposed to be over, like everybody was saying it was. That's probably why they ran
the finals. They got a great shot. They definitely got a great fucking shot.
Open, right? Yeah. I think it's the trades like Giannis. See where Giannis.
Where KD going?
I'm getting word out of Minnesota, man. I think it's a package between Nas Reed, Rudy Gobert, and them niggas over there.
Gobert leaving?
Gotta get Gobert out of there.
And then what? Who gonna be
and Dante DiVincenzo. That's what I heard. It's a package with a couple of them in there.
Because they said they're not giving up big fella. I mean, they said they're not giving up McDaniels.
You're not giving
So you got to stay, right?
If he goes there, I think he said he wanted to go to Miami.
I can see that. I love Miami for him.
I said it's two things in this situation. I know this nigga don't need no more money, so he don't fuck about no taxes. And he want to go somewhere where it's warm.
Yeah, Miami, yeah, for sure. You don't want to go nowhere cold.
He said Miami, Houston, and San Antonio.
I was supposed to fucking do first take. Motherfucker fucked up my segment earlier with the cameras and all that shit, and they was asking me like about where he should go. I was like, go to fucking Miami, because you go to Miami first and foremost, like the brand of basketball you gonna play is gonna be amazing.
Yeah,
like,
system, right?
System wise, Eric Spoelstra and them gonna have your shit.
What if they don't like?
You gonna have?
Would he just go in with that? Because you know they had to make a big move. Like Miami had to trade some niggas.
They won't have to trade their core. They got some.
Me.
Well, who the fuck is their core? Right. Arrow and Bam. They ain't
one of them niggas is gone.
Hell fucking no. Them niggas ain't going nowhere. They gonna trade all them other players.
Who?
All them other ones.
Name three.
Wiggins.
To Phoenix.
To Phoenix.
Hell, they're not taking Duncan. They're
not taking Duncan?
To Phoenix for KD.
It's still you ain't let me finish it.
Money too high. You got like that dumb that he make. Like,
but but he got some stipulations with his joint. Like it came down a little bit. Some shit like that. I was here. Think so.
Scary. Yeah, they might.
But they gotta get it. You gotta throw a young talent in there. I think you gotta throw the big fella in there that they got.
They don't want to get rid of Khalil.
What's his name?
They don't want to trade Khalil.
Oh, you talking about from Miami?
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that got to come off.
They got to come off him. They got to make that decision. He's the one.
Mm-hmm.
He's the one because Phoenix got to have some type of, or you giving up 3-4 picks.
Yeah. Phoenix giving up that?
No, Miami.
Yeah, Miami.
Yeah, in Miami, they don't want to trade Khalil. That's like one of the pieces that they want to hold on to.
Yeah.
You don't think it could happen without that?
So Durantula in the front of the camera.
I don't know if it could happen without that because it's like, what's they draft?
They don't really make that much neither, so it's not like you have to throw him in there because his number won't make that much. Khalil. Yeah, his number won't change like with.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's the potential.
Yeah.
I'm
saying, what if they say no? Or like they want to throw some contracts in there that match the salary.
Yeah, but his shit is potential alone. Like
right.
They want a young potential star player.
Right. Since we probably won't be able to do this shit until after Game 7, let's go with your prediction, bro. Who you think gonna win the finals?
I had OKC in 6. They stood me the fuck up. I'm going with the Pacers, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I like to see the Pacers.
Yeah. Like I said, I chose the Pacers to win the shit in the beginning. But when I went through the games, and we was talking about this when I was watching the games and shit, when we was doing first take, I was like, whoever win game 4?
Mm-hmm.
I said, whoever win game 4 going to be the champion. Because whoever won that game was going to get the last time to play at home.
Right.
And because this shit been so up and down, I just don't know if I can trust Indiana on the road.
Right.
I don't know in that environment, like from what they have shown me throughout the playoffs and like what they actually was winning on the road before they got in OKC. They was one of the better road teams in the playoffs, but the shit they've been showing me in OKC, and then it's like all this shit about OKC don't lose back-to-back games. They ain't lose back-to-back home games.
Game 7.
They ain't lose back-to-back home games in 400 days or some shit like that. I remember looking at it.
It's Game 7.
So this gonna break the streak? They taking the L in this one?
I'm just trying to see who gonna stand tall.
I'm going.
You had to ask me.
MVP.
I'm rocking.
Jalen Williams is playing a really good game. I think it's gonna be a really tight game, but I just feel like they got to stabilize her, and I feel like Shea is gonna be the one that put this on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And start his.
My money on Indy.
Legacy, huh?
Money on Indy, man.
Indy.
Yeah.
You might as well go ahead and I ain't gonna say that because everybody gonna take OKC. Do the bookies finally catch up? Do the books finally catch up?
It's a possibility.
It's
I seen.
It's like when the Eagles played against the Chiefs.
I seen Drake drop
Super
that
Bowl.
shit on them today.
Yeah, he took a L.
Fuck, man.
Wish he'd have called me.
Fuck.
No, nigga, is you crazy?
NBA ain't about to let that happen. They gotta
Come
make their
on,
fucking
man.
money.
This ain't one of them. Like, this ain't one of them. It's either it was going to be OKC in 5 or OKC in 4 or one of them motherfuckers in 7. I don't know which one, but one in 7. But I'm going to go with OKC.
Go with Indy.
Finally take it home.
I was right. I was
Again,
right.
man,
I was
for
right
doing
on the
this.
other joint.
Shit getting later and later. And I just feel like last couple times we do this has been a fucking blowout. Can we have a good game 7? It should be a blowout game 7. We're not even talking about the game. We're talking about some other shit.
Bullshit.
Got to, right?
Bullshit, huh?
Predictions. Smooth say Indiana. I say OKC for the chip. And, man, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. And keep your eyes open for the next stream. We're going to do Game 7. When is that? Sunday?
Monday.
Is it Monday? So we're going to do Game 7. Drop your comments. Drop your predictions. Appreciate y'all. Take your ass to sleep. We out.